and welcome to a special Star Wars Let's Bleepin Play. I am a person and my name is Sean.
I'm Thomas, who's ready to suffer.
Now this is Pod Mason.
How long were you sitting on that one?
The whole time. Since you put the cartridge in.
We are legit. So when I proposed this for May the 4th, I wanted to play Star Wars game. Shock, I know. Sean won.
Shock of all Sean.
But I really wanted to play on the 64. I have not played this on the 64 in a long time, and I don't think Thomas said he's never has.
No, I haven't.
I don't
Thomas
know.
says never. I have never. We all played Racist Revenge. That's kind of similar, right?
Yeah, it is. It's not as quite as intuitive a racing game. I still really love that game. I love my boy Gascano. All right. I guess just pick.
What the fuck am I doing?
I'm not sure.
What's a Gascano?
Well, he's got the really cool big things, and then you once you click the names, you can hit over and change your character.
Oh.
I think these are just users, I think, that existed on this game cartridge long ago, eons ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Bulls rule. Never key.
Oh, I'm picking that guy. He's such a little fucker.
What are these? What were those flags?
All right, we can do the training course. We can do
I
mon.
have no idea.
We're just going to start with the Bunta training course.
Oh,
3 laps.
check favorites. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to... AI speed, do we want to make the AI slow, fast, average?
Average.
Okay. 3 laps good?
Yeah.
All righty.
Make them all slow as hell.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right, we're going to start the race, I guess, and we're just going to go for it.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
Oh, I think some Greg Proops. We're going to get some Greg Proops here.
Oh, he's in the game?
I believe so. But
I might want to double
Okay.
check that. Maybe not now, but at some point. Oh, just getting right into it.
I don't know what the controls are.
Oh my god.
Were those supposed to be numbers?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Star Wars number.
A is speed, right?
A
is
speed.
A is
A
doing
is
the fast thing. Woo boy! So like Racer's Revenge, we played it, and it is a lot. You're honestly a little closer. It's more of a.
This is more of a sense of speed than that game.
Oh,
did.
quite a bit more.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Quite a bit more.
This is more just pure racing instead of combat racing.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of.
shit.
Who hit the wall?
That was me.
Both of us.
But
This reminds me of like Star Wars flavored F-Zero.
yeah.
Look.
Okay, we're gonna. All right.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a. It's a very small entrance. Luckily,
Giggity.
I got repaired real fast.
You did.
Real fast.
I heal real fast. I like how they do the Mario Kart 64 position thing in the middle of the screen.
Again, I have this love of Racer's Revenge. That's why I picked the game and we played the game on the podcast.
That did happen. Go
I
and listen to it right now. Plug the plug.
I absolutely love that game. Partly because of the story, and I just like the idea of like Sebulba wanting revenge and Anakin being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come fight. Of course, I'm gonna come race you. Of course I am."
Instead of being what he should have done, being I'm a fucking Jedi now. Leave me alone, Sebulba. I can kill you and your family.
Not
But
just
this
the
game,
But the women and the children too. I hate them.
No wonder that we don't see Doug's on screen very often because
Because they're all.
I have a feeling Thomas is really far ahead. Also, I blew that rock the up.
The fuck?
Well, yeah. Look, we want to be monetized one day, don't we?
Instead of being what he should have done, being I'm a fucking Jedi now.
But we're not monetized now.
I would like to be.
I blew the Philip up.
How about
That's what happens when you find a friend in the Alps.
How about I give you the flipper and you blow that rock up?
I still think that would have been funny if he pulled up his hand and it was just an actual like dolphin flipper.
I wonder if there's an edit out there that did that. If not, can somebody go out there and animate that for me?
If not, I might make an edit.
Honestly,
God.
that feels like something that like how it should have ended would have done.
I gotta show you guys. You've probably already seen it. There's an edit of that one scene in Terminator 2 where he takes the skin off of his hand and it's the robot arm.
Mhm.
But somebody edited it to where when he takes his hand off, it's Kermit.
Yeah.
It's Kermit the Frog. And they're all acting terrified. He's like, I'm a fraud.
Maybe I should get back on the track. I don't know. Ooh,
That might be a good.
that was
Thomas,
the end.
where did that come from?
Holding gas.
Yeah.
What were you worried about, man?
I blew up.
I can do good when I press one button.
Yeah, that is the thing. It is. There's especially that's also the training course. So
Yeah. Beginner's luck.
all right,
There's the joke we made earlier. Elon Musk.
we'll just stick with it.
Okay.
Important that the track favorite Team Toe Pagalis,
Gesundheit.
my favorite Star Wars
Ooh.
good boy dog thing.
How many tracks are there?
8, I think, initially, and
Okay.
then
Do we want to trade off like every 2 tracks?
I was figuring that's probably what we do.
Okay. How do we trade off?
We'll do some
Three
controller.
of us.
We'll do some controller swapping.
Some controller shenanigans.
I'll either, loser here between one of us will pass off, and that may mean just controller swapping too. But like, judging by seeding, Thomas will pass to Mason. I'll pass to Thomas, and then I'll cry.
Save it for off camera. Off mic.
Off mic, but the fans want to see me cry.
Oh shit!
Whew, that was close.
I think if there's anyone here that people want to see cry, it's Thomas.
What have I done?
Yeah, I don't know.
You talk shit on Shadow all the time. I don't know.
They're like,
That's fair.
we want to see
I
your
do that a
tears.
lot. And you know what? I stand by it.
See us play Shadow the Hedgehog
Year of
later
Shadow.
this
Fucking Year of Shadow. You know what? If there's any time to do it, it is this year, because it is the year of fuck off Shadow.
Oh my goodness. Mason, that was a really good point earlier when you said that this feels like F-Zero.
Yeah, there was an F-Zero for the N64.
It was actually a pretty solid game.
Was that F or DX? Or am I thinking of a
No,
different
GX
one? Or
was.
GX. Is that the GameCube one? Yeah.
The Game Boy Advance one I really like. All right, we're gonna do some passing around
All
and
right.
try not to destroy our mic setup.
Some musical controllers. Circus Afro.
So
Circus.
literally all I've done is hold A and use the analog stick.
All right.
Same, except I also crashed. Also,
Did happen.
Arc, Bumpy, Roos.
Who is Odie Mandrell? Dude looks like a creeper.
Are all of these real people?
It's Star Wars, of course they are.
Oh, you mean in the movies? I was like, Mason,
Yes.
they're aliens.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not that much of an idiot. Yo, where can I meet Bumpy? Where can I get his autograph?
Oh boy, I can't wait to go and meet my hero, Luke Skywalker. You mean Mark Hamill? No.
I'm
I wanna
pretty
change,
sure every racer.
I changed my racer.
You can when you click on the racer. When you click on it, it'll let you change race your vehicle. So, luckily,
That-
each time
that
you
one guy.
want to be
Oh, yeah,
Bullseye.
I want to be.
You
I want to be Anakin.
Oh, you want to be
Yeah. I want to be the non-chosen one.
Ando Prime.
Oh God.
All Darby. Yes, I believe all these are pilots from the race. Yes. Yes.
Like the fucking sound the minions make.
It actually, his whole name sounds like something Minions.
Oh my god, it does. Too.
It's just.
Thomas.
So that's the secret. They wanted to make Star Wars names, and they're like, hey, the fucking minions with time travel.
Or
Thomas,
what if
Thomas, if you edit a Minions clip into this video, I'm leaving.
You were bold to assume I.
Ah! Oh God.
Oh god, that's right. I'm player one.
I
Also,
imagine
yes,
that
I am, so bye me.
the minions Imagine that the minions, when they were coming up with the minions speak, they just were like, picking random Star Wars names, and that's how they did the
Yeah,
language.
sure.
Not that it's some like broken Spanish.
Yeah, sure. This sounds.
Oh, Lord!
This sounds dumb enough. Sure.
That was really impressive, Thomas. Through
killed
the
a child.
Hey, you're fine.
Oh, Lord! Oh, God! Oh, no!
And the
Oh,
galaxy
God.
is safe.
I saw one of those memes. It was like Qui-Gon comes back to the Jedi Council and is like, "Hey, masters, I've brought this child who I think is the chosen one that I won in a pod race." You did what now?
What? Qui-Gon. That's not legal anymore.
Ah!
Oh yeah, this is the ice level.
Holy
Ooh.
crap, man.
This feels like Racer's Revenge feels like a console game. This feels like something you go and you'd play in an arcade machine.
Yeah, I think there was an arcade machine for it.
Probably.
There was, because I'm remembering. Pretty sure.
There's probably a setup that you go in and you sit in like a pod racer, and it has the screen, like the
Yes.
the
It has
seat.
like the two bar
Yes,
steering
because
things.
yes, that existed. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, yes.
Uh,
This lead is not going to last very long.
So,
Oh my god.
back in the day, before Mason was born, Phantom Menace came out.
Out of a 99, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And my dad, we all went. We didn't go opening day. I know that, but we went opening week, maybe the second week of it, and it was small town Nebraska where we went and saw it, and we already knew the story of Phantom Menace because hey, there was a time when novelizations were released months before the movie.
Jeez, really?
Oh,
and
yeah.
And so we had the children's novelization of the Phantom Menace.
Fun.
And it reveals, honestly, there's a lot that goes on that people were confused about in the movies. Or not necessarily confused, but be like, what? Why? That's a what? Huh? What do you mean that's happening? That is just explained in the novels a lot better.
I think I also had the novelization of Phantom Menace, but I could never get through it because I thought it was boring.
The children's one we all read. And so we all had an idea of what the movie was going to be because of that novelization. And it was, oh, dear God, Thomas. That's a bridge.
Well, it's almost like this is a later level that requires actual skill.
But when we went to it, again, I was 10-ish when it came out. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. I was 10. I also still like Phantom Menace, so sue me.
Mentally tough.
But the scenes that I remember that the entire audience just got up and was in there is the pod racing scene, and then obviously Duel of the Fates. But that did not go well for Thomas. But those two scenes, the crowd went wild for when they were playing.
I think the pod racing scene it's all right. It kind of sidelines most of the movie. It's
Good. So, alright, I guess I'll admit this. I have not been doing good this race, you can see that.
Yeah.
I've been staring at the bottom screen the whole time.
I kind of figured.
What?
I was noticing
I forgot that I was player 1.
Even though you said it at the beginning.
You did say it earlier.
Yeah?
It's all good. It's all good.
Ah, fuck.
I'm not taking criticism from you, motherfucker.
If anybody, yeah, you have no excuse. You were staring at the right screen the whole time.
Man.
If anyone comes to watch us be good at video games, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, you might want to lower your expectations.
To a shallow grave.
But this game, because obviously we've played the tie-in game with the movie.
Doors open, let's go.
Doors open, let's go. And
I love that we just stopped doing the voice now and are just saying what it is.
just say it.
The door is open. Let's go.
Just saying it. It's like, yeah, doors open, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, fine, okay.
I get it, Liam Neeson.
Discount Liam Neeson.
We have dollar store Liam Neeson. Whatever's in Phantom Menace is less than that.
It really is. It really is.
That's Family Dollar.
Dollar Store Liam Neeson is in Batman Begins, the game. Whatever we got in Phantom Menace, the game was.
That was good, Liam Neeson. Fuck me, I've hit that same fucking glacier 3 fucking... God. Sorry.
Angry words. Oh, no. Ooh.
Ah!
Hey, Mason.
Yeah.
So, you see on the side your engines?
Yes.
You don't want them blinking red.
Really?
How do you fix it?
It's
is there
it's
a
the
repair
buttons on the
button?
top, I believe. I believe it's L and R. I
top.
believe it's L. I could be wrong,
Jesus, that's bad.
but I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I have not played this game since I was 10-ish, so
Since you were tennis?
10-ish.
Ah.
First, your eyes check, and your ears check.
Mason's just, struggling with all the senses. No, not bad, Mason. Not bad. That was close.
This
This is actually a pretty.
Press to repair my ass.
This is a pretty good race, actually.
Oh, okay.
That was good. That was.
Oh, man. That got really
All right.
close at the end. Oh, I thought we were trading off every 2.
Oh yeah, we're trading off every 2. My
For
bad.
God's sake.
When there's 6-minute races, I kind of forgot.
Listen, it's...
I was gonna say that was, to be fair, that was a much longer
Yeah,
race.
yeah. To be fair, we were racing on the Star Wars equivalent.
If you want to
of
knock the
Nürburgring.
laps down, you can. You can knock it down to 2 on some of these
Do
if
we
you
want to
want.
knock it down to 2 for these bigger ones?
Oh,
Just hit start race.
ah.
There we go.
Yes. The N64 controllers.
They're
Wonderful.
great. We love them.
I don't hate.
Yeah.
Again, as we kind of
Yeah,
we
they're-
talked about on
Multiple
our.
ways to play multiple games.
The N64 controller, again, I brought it up on podcasts. I'm pretty sure Sean's brought it up on podcasts. It was designed for multiple ways to play different games. Hold it like this, etc.
It's just, it's got flaws. I don't hate the controller. There are a lot of games I really like the controller for.
Oh shit!
Oh no. No.
Why not? Why does nobody want to fuck me?
911. what's
This
your
is-
emergency?
I think this is the one that you're in the. You can actually like as you're going through the tubes. You can also you can ride the sides of it,
Ride the sides of the 2.
Yes, you can.
which is
I'm
always cool. I love any game that lets you when you're racing that you can spin around in tubes. Super Monkey Ball did that in some of their racing
Oh
levels.
Lord,
Yes.
man, the draw distance in this level particular.
Some of them, it's things come up
Whoa.
on you really fast because
like that.
where you
Oh fuck!
you didn't realize they were here. It's me, random item that you didn't expect. I'm you.
You thought it was a safe space, but it was me. Wall.
Your oldest friend, the wall.
Now go to the corner and think about what
Also, the
you've done.
frame rate in this level isn't great.
Hamna, hey.
It's almost like they're going really fast and trying to put as much stuff as they can in the Nintendo 64.
You know what other game this reminds me of? A game that we've also played, Hydro Thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I mentioned that on
Oh,
the
son
episode
of a
when we
bitch.
when we
When
did
we talked
talk
about
about
it.
Hydro Thunder that there is definitely a feeling of episode 1 Pod Racer, which it is one of the cool things about Star Wars games, especially in the 90s and the 2000s, is how many different systems they were on and how many different exclusives for different systems there were.
Yeah.
Hamna, hey.
Okay, if you had 64, you could play this. If you had PlayStation, you could play Phantom Menace.
If you had a PlayStation, you suffered.
But there's also, the Xbox had so many exclusives. The GameCube had a couple of different, the Rogue Squadron games for 64 and GameCube. Racer's Revenge was on the PlayStation 2 only. Like that, there's just a lot of those. Lucas Arts was making games, exclusives, but different games for different systems, and I kind of like that. That's just an era we don't really have anymore of licensed games because it takes forever to make games, so you don't have a Star Wars game that's only coming out on the Xbox and a Star Wars game that's only coming out on the PlayStation 5 and a Star Wars game that's
also
only coming out on the Switch.
Also, people would throw a fit nowadays.
Yeah, and I get it. Exclusivity is a thing that it's like, hey, you need to buy all the systems. I get why. Ooh, boy, that does the doors open and close? Is that what I?
Yes.
Oh.
But at least when you crash in the doors, it doesn't respawn you in front of them.
That's
a
fair.
good thing. What was I got? Oh yeah, is Star Wars like the only film franchise that has had video games like since the dawn of video games? Because there were Atari Star Wars games,
Yeah.
and we're still getting new Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Like I keep seeing ads on YouTube for that Star Wars Outlaws game. It looks good. I'm probably never gonna play it until like 10 years after it comes out.
Also Ubisoft and their wonderful practices that annoy me.
But anyways, yeah.
Hey, do you want to play the super secret awesome level where you get the cool weapons? Cool, pay us $40 more.
Pay us $120.
Yeah.
It's insane how long there have been Star Wars games.
You're right, yeah. Or the fact that, when you mentioned the name, Super Star Wars, which was the Super Nintendo game, but the original Star Wars had an Atari version. There was a Game Boy version that's different. There's a Game Gear version that's different, and a lot of people say that is the best version of the original Star Wars game, is on the Game Gear.
Really?
So, like, yeah.
I'd probably be badass at this game if I could figure out what the fuck the break button is.
Is it?
It's B.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm gonna go at the time.
Look at the time. All right, we're on
5.
Malastare. I'm going to.
Oh wait, I thought you said there were 8.
I had 7, so that's fair. Malastare.
Oh, this is a weird looking track. Dudbolt.
Yep, Dudbolt. Good old Dudbolt.
Dudbolt.
Yes.
That might be the worst one.
No, it's the best one.
That might be that's the worst one.
No, that's the best one.
It's
anyway, I'm going to be.
Odie
I do love Odie Mandrell. I don't think my boy Ben Quadraneros is unlocked yet. Ben Quadraneros' best character.
Is a Bulba playable character?
Ooh.
So in Phantom Menace, the guy that blows up at the beginning of the race?
No!
Oh, well, that's Ben Quadraneros.
The only one I know is the one guy who looks back, screams like a maniac.
Oh, that's the one you love.
Oh. So that explains why I like him.
That's the thing that I don't like about some sci-fi franchises, where every single thing has a name.
No, I love it. Everything should have names. I want to know every background character's random little name. Oh, I was looking at the wrong screen. Good the guy.
Jesus Christ.
And I hadn't played on the second screen yet. Mason, no one will know this yet. No one will know this yet because
you daft motherfucker, did not see what the fucking health bar was in Saints Row for 8 parts.
Check that out. Spoiler alert for an episodes of a show that'll be coming out in a month or so.
You don't get to judge shit.
It's true, you really don't.
I've forgotten that it happened.
Of course you did, because your
did.
memories.
Because you forget everything. Motherfucker walked in today and it's like, oh shit, we're recording?
Who am I?
Who are you people?
What's my name?
Fuck.
Mason, you followed me into that rock, but I exploded on that rock. You did not. So clearly my engines were much worse off than yours.
Anyways.
Oh, there was a split, and I couldn't decide which way to go, and so I went straight down the middle.
I debate whether I like
Shit.
sci-fi names, sci-fi shit that just gives a lot of people names. Because on the one hand, always funny to me. Like Dune, for example. You have Duncan, Idaho, and Galpy, I think is his name, Gillespie? Forget his name.
Josh Brolin's character. Gurney Halleck.
Yes. And the main dude's just named Paul. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Or even in Star Wars, you have, Leia, Jar Jar, C-3PO, R2-D2, Darth Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin. What's the main character's name?
Sidious.
Luke. Just Luke.
Just Luke.
But don't forget Lauk.
I will forget Luke. I never read those books, and I'm never going to.
Oh.
I dig this level where you're driving on like what looks like a radioactive waste.
And it hurts you.
Yeah, we were driving on mutagen. This is where the Ninja Turtles are born.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Pod Racers?
I'd play TMNT Racing. Are you kidding me? That would be rad as hell.
Teenage-
Where did everybody come from? What the hell?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Gun Guns. Teenage Mutant Ninja Gun Guns.
You made it bad.
It's bad and you should feel bad.
I made it good. Oh no!
Yeah, that's what you deserve for Teenage Mutant Ninja Gun Guns.
No, Teenage Mutant Gun Guns is the greatest thing ever.
No, it is not. Stop it. Get some help.
No, I won't. In fact, the help will be creating
I
Teenage Mutant.
swear to fucking Christ.
Yusa gotta get Misa some pizza.
You know what? The good thing about that is you'll get sued. That will never see the light of day.
Woo! I didn't get first, but I beat Mason.
The good thing about it is you'll get sued. It's the
That's
only-
good.
Yeah. All right.
Uvo
Uvo 4
Ooh,
or QQvo?
COVID.
Honestly,
I was gonna say Cubone.
oh, there's lots of more. There's so many. There's
Oh, there's a
so
lot
many.
more. Okay,
there are
never mind.
so many more tracks.
What the
There are so many more tracks.
All right.
Never mind.
All right then. What the hell is this map?
Bud sang. What the goddamn Christ?
What the hell? Hold on. Can we see his face again?
So
What the hell is that?
when Bugs Bunny goes into a show and asks Fudd Sang.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That looks like
When a gun and a ditto love each other very much.
That
what
looks
happens.
like, you remember the claymation monsters, like the one that had the hand thing. It was a Nickelodeon show.
Yes, I remember.
That
what you're saying.
looks like it would be on
That
that.
is what it looks like.
I'm debating on saying the thing I want to say.
Don't.
Okay. I'll say the other thing. It looks like a mutated crab baby.
Teenage Mutant Ninja, that thing.
Crab baby, Teenage Mutant Ninja Crab baby. Heroes in a Shell.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
Heroes in a Shell. God weeps.
No.
You think God stays in heaven because he too is afraid of what he's made here on earth?
I love that.
Yeah.
That quote.
It's from It's from Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
You think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
This deep, dumb.
By Steve Buscemi.
Well, it's like
In
that incredibly deep quote. It's like the Gargoyles quote: "Pay a man enough, and he'll walk backwards into hell."
You know the answer to that, Owen. Pay a man enough, and he'll walk barefoot into hell.
It's from a Disney afternoon cartoon. It's hilarious.
And that character is, I think, voiced by Jonathan Frakes, is the character with Goliath in that episode.
Yes.
Because I know he was in
Gargoyles was a weird Star Trek: The Next Generation cast reunion.
That's
There's a lot
right.
of Star Trek cast members in that.
There are, and then of course Keith David is awesome.
I was gonna say, hey, can Keith David can't do no wrong.
Yeah.
Because he's Keith David.
Thomas and I at one point this is off mic. We were talking about. I was like, who is the consistently the best voice actor who has had more iconic roles? And I feel like Keith David might be.
I think Keith David's up.
J.K. Simmons is another one I put in there because it seems like every character he voices is an iconic role.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this track!
This track rules. I'd also say Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings, absolutely, yeah. Because Jim Cummings has an amazing ability to all of his voices kind of sound the same, and all of them are different.
Yeah. I mean Frank Welker at the same time.
True. Frank Welker just also voices everything.
I was gonna say, so he's gonna hit gold eventually.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep digging.
What about
you'll hit the center of the earth, but you'll get there eventually.
What about Rob Paulson?
I do like Rob.
I do like Rob Paulson. I do
He's one of my favorites, but I don't know if I'd put him on the.
Again, I think Rob Paulson, great voice actor, but also I don't know if one of those that has lots of iconic the Animaniacs. Sure.
I was gonna say I think I think he does, but
That's fair.
mostly iconic to me and Mason's
Mhm.
generation.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the Animaniacs, Carl from Jimmy Neutron,
That's true. That's true.
Pinky.
Pinky,
Multiple turtles.
Yeah, two.
I
At
was
least.
gonna say Raphael and Donatello.
And Donatello. Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Different generations.
And again, I this is not me disrespecting Rob Paulson. Rob Paulson's an incredible voice actor. I more was just like my stipulation was like also like the multiple like ridiculously iconic characters. But I think now you say that, I think you probably could put him in there because
It all boils down to different tastes. Like,
It-
I would personally also probably put Ray Lionel on there.
that's fair.
So,
I mean, I would probably have John DiMaggio on there
Yeah.
because John DiMaggio is another one kind of like Frank Welker. He's done so much that you're gonna have 2 or 3 iconic characters because you literally done 2-3 decades worth of voice acting and gotten things. Steve Bloom, friend of the podcast.
Yeah, friend of the podcast, Steve.
Steve Bloom.
We're gonna get that cease and desist letter eventually.
Yeah, you know what? We'll get friend of the podcast, Steve Bloom, and that'll be what it's titled. It'll be a cease and desist letter and a restraining order in one.
But yeah, Steve Bloom, the amount of he'd be right up there because it's a guy who has done also. Steve Bloom is crazy because he's done anime, a bunch of anime, but also a ton of English stuff and normal but like
Western stuff.
Yeah, Western animation. He's done both comic book stuff and
Steve Bloom's weird because it's another one that's kind of like it's a little bit like it's like kind of like Keith David, where his voice is similar a lot of the time, but it's such a good voice, no one cares.
Mhm.
What about Tara Strong?
Tara Strong is a big one.
Yeah, Tara Strong would absolutely be up there. 100%. Like, she is. Anyone that watched any cartoons in the 90s and 2000s,
I was gonna say.
and
You watched-
several of the biggest cartoons out there.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans.
My Little Pony,
Ben 10.
Yeah, that's right. She's the main character from My Little Pony.
Fairly Odd
That
Parents.
alone probably puts her on the top because that thing just shifted a generation.
For me,
she was the main voice in my favorite show as a kid and my sister's favorite show.
she's the one of the big voices in my favorite video games, Final Fantasy X and X-2.
Oh, really? Woo! Almost dropped the control.
Oh, all right. We'll do it this way. That's fine. All right, I'm on the bottom now. Thomas is on the top
No.
of the screen.
I knew you paused there, and I'm like, where are you going?
So if you want to go down, we can go. Or I guess we still have race 7 there.
Yeah.
I figure we'll do 2 more races, and
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to change? Or?
I'm okay with whoever I am. But if you want to, that's
I forget who I am.
you're Anakin. Oh no, I'm Anakin. Never mind.
Are you Anakin or am I?
I'm Anakin because I'm bottom
because
control.
I was Anakin.
So
Okay.
I'll go back. Oh, if I want to go back to you, there you go. Because you're Ebe in Endocott.
Dude, no.
There's Deadbolt.
Where is he? Where's my little dude?
Am I him right? Aldarbeito. Was it Aldarbeito? No, it wasn't Aldarbeito. You were.
Is he dead?
He might be.
Did he fall?
There's Odie Mandrell. He had a little one. That's weird. Maybe he can't do this race. I don't know.
Did you accidentally pick a different profile?
No, I should know.
It should have all the racers I have figured, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Look,
It'd be
all of
weird.
these-
I guess if
all
they're
of
all.
these characters.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
there he is.
Yeah,
Rats.
different ones have unlocked different ones. Okay.
Rats. Yeah, you know what? I take it all back. It's my favorite thing when
Mars Guo.
sci-fi has weird names
Weird
because that
names.
means I can obsess over a character named a rat.
Look. Oh, hey, there's our boy Fudd.
What an abomination.
One of the things I personally, again, look, as a person who obsesses over random little things all the time, and especially franchises that I love, one of the things I love about Star Wars specifically is that I can find a random character to attach to, and I can literally just find something to read, something to get, an action figure of that character.
That's fair.
And so, like, that for me, as an obsessive person that I am, I really like this pod racer I have. Fudd, you have a pretty cool racer, actually. You may be an abomination before God, but
you got style. Elmer Fudd.
But my there are random characters that as a kid that I absolutely love. That my favorite character from the original trilogy growing up was Captain/Admiral Piet.
Captain Piet,
Yes, my lord.
make ready to land our troops beyond their energy field and deploy the fleet so that nothing gets off the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet.
Thank you, Lord Vader.
Who?
He's the after Vader kills multiple people in Empire Strikes Back, he becomes the head Imperial officer, and he is in Return of the Jedi as well. He dies when the big Super Star Destroyer explodes.
I do find some of my favorite Star Wars characters are ones that don't do a lot in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I dig Kit Fisto and Plo Koon. I like Wedge.
So you want to know an interesting Plo Koon thing?
Okay.
All the actors for Mandalorian, when season 2, when they were told for the big reveal at the end, they were told the character that was coming in that had all the green stuff and all the things that was going to be CGI'd in was Plo Koon. That the end was Plo Koon was the Jedi that was going to arrive at the end.
That would have been bad because it would have broken the timeline.
That he had survived
I
it.
Lost my
Same.
shit.
And again,
Luke Skywalker, that's cool. You tell me I wouldn't have lost my mind for Plo Koon coming back in. It's hilarious.
So I have a very conflicting feeling on Mandalorian season 2 and the ending. I think it is cool. I like the Luke Skywalker. I do like Luke Skywalker showing up, even if it's a little out of character but it also is fine. I have no problem with it. But I was really either hoping for another Jedi or an actual actor playing Luke Skywalker and not the CGI abomination that we got.
Yeah, the guy they got looks exactly like young Mark Hamill anyway. They did not need to CGI him.
Yeah, or they were filming Falcon and Winter Soldier right next door, and Sebastian Stan visited the set multiple times. The man who looks like a young Mark Hamill.
I like Porkins.
I do love Jed Porkins, so fully on there. Also, I know he was huge in the EU, and he's only in one movie, but Admiral Akbar. Loved Admiral Akbar.
He's in 2 movies.
Yeah, technically he's in 3, because he's in...
Is he? Oh, yeah, 3.
Yeah, remember Last Jedi's when he gets blown out of a fucking airlock.
Yep, everyone dies, including Akbar, which was a choice. I love that movie, but that's still a choice that I don't understand. But also, Akbar was never meant to be more than just... He became, because of it's a trap, that everyone, gravitated to him in a lot of ways and things like that. And he had a lot of, big stuff in the EU. But again, he's... George Lucas is just oh yeah, he's a cool little fish guy.
Yeah, he does all his own stunts.
But
but that's, in my opinion, for fandom.
Mm-hmm.
That's when some of the best characters...
Mm-hmm.
I make fun of Shadow, but... No, Shadow was supposed to die, but he came back, and now he's a fan favorite.
Yeah. And so, I would not have killed Akbar in that. I honestly would have had Akbar do more stuff, because I love Admiral Akbar. I actually, there is, to go silly, dumb things as a kid, I had action figures for Captain Piet and Admiral Akbar, and they were sitting on my shelf, and at one point, they were both similar, and they fell over, and they connected their arms together, and so my sister and I came up with the idea, and this headcanon that Captain Piet and Admiral Akbar had a forbidden love because these action figures accidentally held hands at one time.
Wow.
Meanwhile, in canon, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, who?
Yeah. But anyway, what my whole original point on all of this was that there are a lot of really cool throwaway characters that are just kind of there that fans obsess over and love. Even deleted scene characters. Quinlan Voss is a Jedi who was a deleted scene from Phantom Menace. He was just sitting on a bench in Tatooine, and it was deleted. He came back in Clone Wars as a Jedi, and he's a fan favorite, has a novel about him, and is a really cool character, but was literally never in a movie. It was deleted.
Oh, wow.
So, I like franchises that you can obsess over random little characters. No wonder I'm obsessed with so many random franchises, because I can obsess over random characters.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like Sonic the Hedgehog so much, is because it has a lot of characters as well.
Yeah, and you could have, so many different people can have a different favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And, Thomas can not like Shadow, and that's fine, because there's so many other choices.
You know who almost appeared as side characters in one of the prequel movies, in
Hmm.
Attack of the Clones specifically? The members of NSYNC
Yes.
were almost in a Star Wars movie, and that would have been hilarious.
And
Or 66, bye.
I believe, I could be wrong, I believe George Lucas's first choice for Anakin was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really?
Boy, what a fucking time shift that would have been.
But I could be wrong on that, or maybe it's a different character, but I know I blew up in first place right in front of the line. I was literally
Right
in
there.
from first place and I blew
You
up.
blew up.
Was Tobey Maguire gonna be Obi-Wan?
I don't remember all of them. And again, there's really funny things like, Liam Neeson accepted the role and never read the script because it was Star Wars. So there's a lot of those sort of stories and things like that. Basically, a lot of these actors that grew up on it were just like, yeah, I would love to go,
Yeah, it's Star Wars. Of course
I would love to be a part of it.
It's Star Wars. Of course, I'd love
So-
to make a ton of money.
Aqualaris.
Sunken City.
All right, our final race of this fun little one-shot
What
Let's
the
Play.
hell is going on?
Well,
Was
E.T.
that an apple?
When E.T. finds a different planet and finds love, we get Bullseye Navoyer.
I was talking
Looks
more
like-
about the map, but holy sh!
Looks like a rotten apple.
He does.
Also, E.T. is canon to Star Wars.
Yeah.
You guys remember the Apple villain character in VeggieTales? If you leave her out in the sun too long, that's what happens.
Because the character is literally just an apple.
Yeah, that one.
There's an entire game that we played, 2 entire games that were literally titled "End Bad Apple," but
Yeah, you guys remember it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm on
you
the wrong.
remember? You remember? Do you remember? Do you remember?
remember.
Do you?
I mean, look,
Yes, I remember.
insert joke here about Mason's memory.
Shut up.
Yeah, do you?
I the environments are really cool in this game. I'm just,
Why? Yeah,
Also-
man, I want a new pod racing game so bad.
yes, I would love a.
I want a new pod racing game that isn't a side game in Connect.
Yeah, I think I brought this up in Racer's Revenge, the podcast episode. But canonically, there are reasons why you could make a pod racer game.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
there are canonical stories. Han Solo went on it
Well, that was a door.
in between Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, before Ben is born, goes and manages a pod racing team.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like he's off managing a team now. That you could literally make a game about that.
It's an F1 manager simulator, but it's pod racing.
Your Han Solo's. Imagine like you're Han Solo and you're trying to recruit your best team, but it's also a racing game, so you have a story mode around it. You're trying to build the best team to go out and race these dangerous pod racing things. Like that's cool. Also,
is cool.
I got lost. Somehow I'm still not exploded.
I was gonna say, where are you?
I bounced off walls like 5 times.
Whee! I'm
Oh,
sure there are like actual pod racer players that are watching this. Like, what?
look, if you're coming to us for actual gaming, again,
Run.
we are here to say
Run
dumb
away
things, play
and
poorly,
turn.
and forget how to play video games, and forget about basic gaming mechanics. Like,
What's a break?
oh, I don't use that.
I know you. You don't block in fighting games. You don't break in racing games. It's a miracle you're alive in real life.
It's true.
God forbid you ever get into a fight and it's like, I don't need to block.
God forbid you ever get in a fight or a race.
Or both at the same time. A fight race.
What are you doing?
Oh, Vin Diesel, I have a good idea for your next Fast and Furious fight race.
Fighting furious.
Fight racing club.
Oh God. Sometimes the draw distance really sneaks up on you. Also, sometimes I'm just bad at video games.
Sometimes.
There's like a 2% chance I'm good at it.
You know,
If it's an RPG.
Yeah, I can be.
maybe he's born with it. Maybe he sucks the lead.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Wow, you really, that was
You
reaching.
reached for it.
I reached for it and
And
somehow
he shoots, and somehow he is.
And
Whoa!
somehow
It is
he
out of
lands in the other team's who.
Somehow he went to the wrong arena. No one's there.
It's on the moon.
Fuck both of you.
Oh god.
Ah!
Yep, that's a wall.
Oh shit, that was all one lap.
This wall is
This is a
wall.
really big track. Good thing we're doing 2 laps and not 3 on this one. You could do up to like 6 laps. We'd be here for a day.
I was gonna say we'd be here for 6 hours.
A let's play of one shot of one track.
Getting the like the last laps. The arena is empty except for one man racing as fast as.
Everyone has gone home except the racers. Please. Please just stop. I want to see my children again.
He's going the distance.
Yeah.
He's failing.
He's going for explosion.
That's gonna explode. I saw the door opening and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
I was like, ooh, the door is opening. I bet oh no, I'm dead.
I can see the odds. I can go the... Oh, you went the distance, alright. Your body skid about 3 feet.
Feel my arms detach.
There are also I can tell there are like a ton of shortcuts in this level.
Oh shit.
Like this has like a lot of branching paths if you
I
try.
keep hitting the goddamn reverse view, thinking it's the brake.
Oh, that was apparently you should not touch that. You go explodey.
Fun
fall
drinking
down and
game
go
that you should
boom.
absolutely not play. Take a shot every time they crack.
Could you not fucking recommend for once?
I said not.
Just once. Please do not recommend a drinking game that would possibly kill someone.
You really
I
want
said
to?
don't play it.
Mason is obsessed with giving our viewers alcohol poisoning.
I said don't play it.
You realize the mentality of the people like that? Don't play it means play it.
Yes.
Same reason why you fuckers are like, yeah, we'll do Sonic 06. Even though the only one who's played it, keeps saying, no, let's not play it. Boy, we're gonna play it eventually. Fuck me.
Look, I'm just saying there's a finite number of games.
Yeah.
And eventually, that roulette wheel will eventually end up on Sonic 06.
I'm throwing the roulette wheel out. Thing's broken.
Fixed.
Uh,
Ow.
this was not my best showing for a final. Oh, that we watched a lot of crashes, a lot of splashes. Oh,
I didn't know this was a swimming
a
game.
lot of bashes, a lot of
There's
mashes.
plenty of wipeouts.
A lot of.
There are. You know, at least I can see other racers. I feel like I've done bad, but at least I can see other racers.
That's fair.
Like that's like I'm fighting for up between 6 and thirds. Like
I'm not getting left.
that's look for me in racing games that does happen. So like
I consider this an absolute win.
this is this entire race was a win. You finished in last.
Even if it was a loss.
win, an absolute win.
Any pod race you can survive from is a good one.
How did I
My
get
head
fourth?
is in that field over there.
How did I get fourth? I was in 5th. Okay, whatever.
We were all battling till the end.
That was really fun.
That was. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back with more good stuff next time on Let's Bleepin' Play. May the 4th be with you.